Hi, John Spark here from Your Travel Planners, and today I've got a happy, sad message. And I'm sad for the people in Christchurch who have suffered from this devastating earthquake. Being an ex-New Zealander, having been to Christchurch more times than I can count, I just find it really difficult when I see the images to visualise the destruction that's happened in Christchurch, and to imagine that the town's curfewed off, that no one can go through the streets. It's just so mind-blowing. It's happened in what I call a developed country. And I go back to, I think it was 1968 when the Inangahua earthquake struck, which was in Murchison, roughly about 90 miles from where we lived. And it was 5 o'clock or so in the morning, and it was just amazingly scary experience, even though I was very young. And so I feel for everybody in Christchurch that's impacted by this, but that's only part of my message. The other part of this message is that I guess this brings home the value of having a travel planner. Already this morning we've had phone calls from clients in New Zealand whose travels are disrupted by the fact that they can't get into Christchurch. If you had accommodation booked in Christchurch, or if you were arriving in Christchurch and you had a car hire and that to pick up, everything's kind of messy at the moment, to say the least. And it looks like being a no-go zone to at least Wednesday, but the realities of it are a lot of the accommodation has been damaged and may not even be usable for some weeks to come. So if you've planned a trip on internet, for instance, and if it's been booked on the refund situation, you're probably going to have a few issues. Not only have you got all the replanning to do, but depending on whether you had insurance or not, you're going to have some issues there recovering your funds. And at the same time, imagine trying to hit some of these companies for refunds when their businesses are devastated. There's a sort of emotional thing that goes in there as well. So all I wanted to share with you today is that from this tragic event in Christchurch that can hit anywhere at any time, the value of having a travel planner. It's like, for instance, as I mentioned, our clients are on the phone and they're ringing us. We will sort that out for them with minimal disruption. And you've got to remember, there's probably 60,000+ Australians in New Zealand right as we speak, of which a good percentage will be going through Christchurch or had planned it. What that means is all the infrastructure around Christchurch is now going to be stretched to the max as well, because the realities of it are that those people are no longer there. So there's a massive disruption here, and I feel for the people that are travelling, but I really feel for the people in Christchurch. So I just want to say, just remember, without your travel planner, you are on your own.